we go. Welcome back to the channel. I got my buddy Mark's car back here, and today we are doing body bushings. Ugh. Not looking forward to this one, but let's go. I got them from G Body Parts, same ones that I put in my Buick. They work really well. I go with the factory type rubber. I don't like the neoprene stuff because then you'll hear this thing squeaking when it goes over bumps and all kinds of crap. It's not good. But the floors on this car are really solid. There's no rust on any of the seams and stuff, so I'm not anticipating any type of struggles on this. As you can see, it's just time, and I'm gonna take my time doing this. Today I'm just gonna do this side only. It's marathon, not a sprint. I'm not gonna spend my day underneath this car. I'm gonna get this one side done. Hopefully I can have this done in a couple hours, I hope. Last night I left some grease and let it soak, some penetrating oil. Hopefully these bolts come out nice and easy, which it should, because I said the floor is very sound in this car. There's no scaling rust or any of that crap anywhere near the rocker panels or any of that stuff, so it should come off really easy. I'm hoping, especially with the penetrating oil in it overnight. This car is never driven in snow. Might get driven in water, might get driven to the cottage, get a little bit of dirt, but that's all good. That's not going to affect anything here. But as soon as we get this bad boy done, I'm going to then start pulling out the interior and taking out the quarter glass windows out of this thing, and we're going to get this thing sent off to the body shop to go get painted. Yeah, this is the second part of this makeover. The first part was getting the whole drivetrain done, cleaning up the engine compartment, doing the complete front suspension and brakes. Now the rest is just cosmetic. We have seats in here that we got full interior from Highway Stars. So I'm going to be replacing all the seat fabric. I have carpet that's going in it, so when I get this thing ready to go to the body shop, everything you see in this interior is coming out, minus the dashboard and steering wheel. I've even got these door sills, or whatever you want to call the upper door panels. We got new ones there too, so everything matches with the fabric color between the upper panels, the seats, the back seat. So I'm very excited to see the finished product of this car. So yeah, let me get at it, and I'm going to start jacking this car up and getting underneath and seeing if we can't get these body bushings out. Back in a bit. Alright. Starting from the front to the back, I've gotten that bushing out. The one that's right here, the front of the frame, middle of the car, back here, and these two that are at the back. These are the challenging ones, because as you drive and water gets all into this one here, it makes it very difficult to take this off when the rust starts forming inside the frame. To which case, because I started trying to get loose that bolt from the bottom side, it doesn't work. So you have to make yourself a trap door with this, and then start squirting it with this. And there's the trap door. So you don't want to compromise the threads, and everything came off nice and easy. So PB Blast for the win. This one came out half decent, this one not so much, but with the proper penetrating oil in there, you can see it didn't damage the thread at all. But this bushing, these ones are the crucial ones that are in the back. These ones here, give you all that ride comfort, all the clanging and banging that I was hearing was these two. Now with this additional kit that we have here, there is no bushing that is put over this area here aside from the GNX. The GNX is the only one that I know of that has this extra bushing that as soon as you separate the frame from the body, it sits right in there. It's just a loose fit, nothing to tighten up, it just sits in that area. And that is this one. There's an area in the frame that this sits in, and the other area in the body where that sits in, and it just fits in place. Every bushing that's in it has a cup. This is the reverse side of it. One side of the frame, the other side of the frame. And that goes with all of these, because as you can see, this is the bottom side, which was that cup. The top side still has the bushing in because I haven't separated the body from the frame as yet. So that is next. But you can see all the crap that just starts dropping in your face when you take these ones out, and the back one, the old rusty dusty. So yeah, that's this side. Getting her done, and I'm going to go get some rust proofing, and I'm going to rust proof all in here and close the lid back up and seal it shut. Okay, let me get these bushings out, jack this body up and get them out, and start getting the new ones in. Okay, now I'm at, starting from the back to the front, I've taken out the back bushings, which are these ones, and you can see how nasty these bushings are. So you have to do it in the same order that they come in. The cup goes to the bottom. The bolt goes through the back of the cup, just like that. This one goes in the frame like this. And that's how it sits. Up top there in the frame, and then you tighten it. The back one, you do them all in, I do them at least all in twos, so you match it up with the right one, because there's obviously, out of all the 7 points that you see going on either side of the car, this is the only one that is different. All the other bushings look like this, but the one at the very back is different. This one that sits over here. So that's the back one. I'm just gonna rest this in position and then continue pulling out and replacing as I go down the line. As soon as I get them all in, then that's when I will start tightening them up, but not fully, because I still have the other side to do. Once I got them all done, one side and the other side, that's when I'll give it the final torque spec on every last one of them. Now I got to get that other one that's over there in here, and that one sits right here. You can see a little pocket right there for it, and that's where the other one will sit. So let me get at it, keep making moves, and let's get this side done. Alright, now I've got all of the bushings out on this side. You can see these things have had their better days. This one's over there. And the front one. So it's time to now put the bolts back in. Now that I got the body and the frame mated back, clean the top in between the frame and the body, put a little rust proofing in there. Now it's time to tighten these ones up and call it a day for this side. I'm done. Be back in a bit. And there you have it. Passenger side done. All the crud that comes out. I probably got about 2.5 hours into this side. So I take a Scotch-Brite pad, I'm cleaning the top of the frame, I'm cleaning the body, and I'm also adding some rust proofing under there. the proper way to do this is to take off the bumpers because the bumper fillers will be compromised. But seeing as how we are painting this and these bumper fillers are already dusted, there's no worries. These bumpers don't have to come off in order for me to do it because they're already busted. So yeah, that's it today. We'll do the second side tomorrow. As you can see, that other bushing is now in there. Can you see that? I don't know. Sort of. Right there. Yeah. So they're all in. The torque spec to this is 45 foot-pounds and the front is 25. So, like I said, I'll do all that tomorrow when I get at the other side. Hopefully that side isn't as troublesome as this one was, but it is what it is. See you tomorrow. All right, here we go. Day 2, driver's side. We're going to start by seeing how many of these we can get off without having a hitch today. All you really need is a number 15 socket. Never use impact guns when taking off body bushings, just in case there's any rust or anything like that. You don't want to destroy everything, so I always use just sockets and time management. That's about it. So let me get started on this and see how far I can get today on this side. Back in a bit. Well, same issue on this side. I got them all out here one by one, and then you get to the one that is right over here, and you have to cut that little relief hole so you can get in there with some penetrating oil. But as you can see, this fender here, I'm gonna have to do a little work on that one, Scotch-Brite it, because this side of the car took more water than the other side. This was a bugger. I had to put some heat to it, some penetrating oil. I had the old trusty thing right beside me just in case this thing caught a fire, but no fire. All good. The thread's still good. Didn't compromise the bolt hole. But as you can see, that one was a bugger. I've been struggling with this one for an hour. So, gotta go back and get some more rust proofing. Scotch-Brite pad, and I'm gonna get some rubberized undercoat spray to treat what we see here. Okay. On to the next. Alright, it is treated. Sanded it down with a wire wheel, then a Scotch-Brite, and put some rust proofing inside the hole. I'll show you the lineup. This is what I use for the undercoating, rust proofing. This is what I use for the rust check. WD-40, of course. Anti-seize on all of the bolts that I put back in, and the old chopping wheel, the cut saw. So there you go. Now I'm going to get started on putting back the bushings in here, and then I'm going to be sanding and also cleaning and rust proofing the spots before I actually put the pucks back in like I did the other side. So let's go. All right, this side is done too. And of course, it's always the last side that you're on. When you see that light at the end of the tunnel, this one decides to be the bugger side. This one took me about 3 hours to do this side. As you know, I already fixed that. Filled it up with rust proofing. juiced all up in here. There's the extra bushing there. All the frame is done. Let's get underneath this bugger. We got all of them. Loaded 2 cans of rust proofing, actually on each side, so 4 cans in total. Yep, especially when the frame is off the body and you can get all up into the side where the rocker panels were. That's all done. Yep. And the one side, which was the back one here, this was the bugger. That side on the driver's side was the bugger. Passenger side, not so much. But filled that one up with rust proofing. Gonna put the caps back on them. And this is the other side. You can see this was the bushing. Yeah, this one is horrible. This is the bushing that was on the driver's side, right over the rear quarter. This was the one at the front. So, yeah, it was a good time to change these bushings for sure. And because so much water and stuff got in, look what it did to this bolt. Just narrowed it. So, put new hardware in there. That's done. Let's check out this side. Yep, it's all greased up. Got that extra bushing in there. Loaded 2 cans on this side. Right up into the rocker panels. So that's all good. This thing is really gonna drive nice. I mean, I've done the whole front suspension. Shocks are good. Brakes, suspension, everything. Bushings are at the front. They're in the new one. So, yeah. This one whooped my ass. This was a bugger. For sure. You can see that water was getting in here just from the back side of these. So, yeah. Next job that I got with this car is I'm going to be gutting everything in here. I'm going to pull out the seats, the console, the carpet, the windows, the dew strips, the door handles, all the trim around the windows. Everything. Take the trunk off. Yeah, this is going to the body shop and getting painted. So, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Spread the love. Catch you on the next one.